to my kitchen. We're preparing for the holidays, and we're going to show you how to make a traditional Thanksgiving turkey. We're going to take it from ordinary to extraordinary by just using a few simple products from Rafter 11. So come on into the kitchen and I'll show you how to make a great turkey dish. The first thing you need to do when preparing Thanksgiving is pour yourself a beautiful glass of wine. After you've done that, you want to make sure your turkey is completely washed inside and out. Take all the giblets and everything out to save later for a gravy if you like to make gravy. And then you're going to separate the skin from the turkey a little bit and dry and pat the whole thing off. Next, we're going to make a rub. We've got some softened butter. We're going to take some beautiful wild mushroom sage and olive oil balsamic. You're going to take some gorgeous fig balsamic vinegar. And you're going to add about half as much of the balsamic vinegar as you put in the olive oil. Next, I love to add fresh sea salt. They're beautiful. We're going to take a little bit of a Himalayan pink sea salt. We're going to take a smoked black Hawaiian sea salt. And then my favorite is a gorgeous garlic sea salt. Herbs are the next touch. Fresh rosemary from our garden, and I like to put oregano in, so we're going to put some beautiful dried oregano from the garden as well. And thyme has always been a part of Thanksgiving. Sprinkle those ingredients in. Next, you're going to do a couple crunches of a nice beautiful black pepper. You're going to mix all of these ingredients together until they make a beautiful paste, and it's going to look just like this. Now comes the fun part. So you want to put this all over the outside of your turkey and inside. So you're going to scoop up your rub and you go inside underneath the skin of the turkey and you give your turkey a little massage. Then you're going to take the rest of your turkey and you're going to put this paste and rub it all over the outside of your beautiful fresh turkey. Massage it in. You want to get under the wings, you want to get across the breast and the back, and you want to make sure that you go inside the cavity as well. Now this particular turkey, we've already hollowed out the inside so you can see exactly what we're doing. And then after you give it a good bath in all of your herbs and seasoning, wash your hands. Once we're all clean, take a sip of wine. I love a light, elegant Chardonnay to go with my Thanksgiving turkey. What I love to do first is I'm going to take fresh lemon. I squeeze it all over the bird. You're going to do the outside and the inside. And then I actually put the lemon inside your turkey. I've got fresh vegetables here. So we're going to take lovely celery. We're going to take beautiful carrots. I've pre-cut a little bit of onion, and I happen to like purple onions as well as the white, and you can't have a beautiful Thanksgiving turkey without some garlic marinating inside. Your last little touch is going to be fresh parsley, again from the garden. Stuff all these ingredients in your turkey. You're going to simply cover your turkey gently. And before you cover it, I forgot to tell you, always pour an extra glass of wine because a little bit of your wine that you're enjoying goes right over the turkey as well. There you go. You're going to cook it at 325 degrees. I do about 3 hours for a 10-pound turkey, about 5 hours for a 17-pound turkey. And then you want to take your meat thermometer, sorry about that, and you're going to put it into the thigh of the turkey. It needs to be at least 165 degrees. After you've cooked it 3/4 of the way through, take off your covering and turn the heat up for about 50 more degrees. In about 30 minutes, we'll brown the top and you'll have a beautiful, succulent, great turkey. And you're going to check it in about 3 hours just to make sure it's not cooking too fast. Next, we're off to the Hasselback sweet potatoes. All right, moving on to the vegetable dish. Today we're going to make beautiful sweet potatoes, and I call them Hasselback potatoes. And the only reason they're called Hasselback is because you do them in an accordion style. I like doing different colors of fresh potatoes. The first thing you do is you wash them. You're gonna put them in a roasting pan. After you put them in the roasting pan, I want you to set your oven to 400 degrees. You're gonna cook your potatoes for 40 minutes. These have already been cooked for 40 minutes. When you bring them out, your next step is to peel your potato. So typically a sweet potato, just the skin is gonna peel right off. And like I said, I love sweet potatoes. They have beautiful textures, beautiful colors, and when you get the different colors, it really adds to your Thanksgiving meal. If you have trouble getting the skin off, you're just gonna use a little potato peeler and you're just gonna peel very gently and it's gonna peel the rest of the skin off. So this one, I've already taken the skin off, and you'll take a sharp knife and you're simply going to cut slices about 3/4 of the way down. Oops, not all the way. And then once you have your whole potato done, now comes the fun part and how you make it a little bit more personal. We're taking a wild rosemary olive oil. We're gonna add a beautiful maple balsamic vinegar. And again, I love these little paintbrushes. I just mix the ingredients together. You're gonna put it right over the top of all of your potatoes. It adds so much flavor. The rosemary is savory, the maple is sweet. Next, I take some sea salt. And again, this is gonna be a beautiful black sea salt and sprinkle it right over the top. And then I prefer doing thyme on the sweet potatoes. And you just sprinkle a little bit of fresh thyme in there. It's nice that it bakes in. And then you're gonna put these potatoes back in the oven for another 20 minutes. But I want you to take them out every 10 minutes and you're gonna go through the same process. A little bit more basting. If you think it needs some more seasoning, a touch more seasoning. Then, to finish it off, you're gonna have your beautiful, wonderful vegetables. They're healthy, they're delicious, and they're easy. Now we're gonna show you how to make a delightful harvest salad. Thanksgiving can be healthy in really simple ways. I like to take all the fresh greens I can find. So I take a little bit of kale, I do spinach, I do ruffled and red leaf salad lettuce, and then I take purple cabbage. I love nuts, I'm kind of a nut myself. So I take roasted pecans that I've already done in a beautiful brown sugar and wild rosemary olive oil. Then I love fresh walnuts as well that have a touch of chipotle roasted in and a little bit of a black pepper. There's nothing like fresh cherries. So beautiful cherries, plump, bright, beautiful. And I'm a goat cheese lover, so you're gonna take some fresh goat cheese and sprinkle it right over the top. You don't need too much, just enough to taste. And then a salad's not a salad without a crunch of black pepper. Next, we're gonna do the salad dressing. Now, for this time of year, I love a blood orange olive oil. It's got that citrus component, and then I pair it with this black cherry balsamic vinegar. You're gonna put those two ingredients together, equal portions. You can mix this up in a mason jar. I like to whisk it together. You can even blend it if you'd like to. And then once it's all emulsified, you're gonna simply pour it gently over your salad. And you have nothing but healthy, delightful, gorgeous ingredients. Mwah. And now we're gonna move on to dessert, which happens to be my favorite part of the meal. So today we're gonna make a cranberry blueberry cobbler. I love to get fresh fruit. And what I've already done is I've cooked down your blueberries and your cranberries in about a cup of sugar until it reduces and thickens and gets really beautiful and creamy. You're gonna take your pan, and I like to spray it pretty well. You can also put butter in there instead if you don't want to use a spray. And then you're going to take the fruit that you've cooked down and you're going to pour it right in your dish. This is going to be one of the easiest dishes you've ever made. Now, since I love balsamic vinegar, I know, crazy, I added a little bit of apricot balsamic to this. So that apricot balsamic reduction is going to come through the beautiful berries as well. So here's what it looks like with all of your berries on the bottom of your pan. The next thing we're going to do is take dry ingredients. So we've got a cup of flour, we've got a cup of sugar, we've got a teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt. So just mix it together with a whisk. If you want to, you're more than welcome to sift all these ingredients. But I like to whisk it because it's just simple and easy. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the wet ingredients. So in here already I've melted a third a cup of butter, I've put a half a cup of milk, and now I'm going to take a farm fresh egg. Take one egg, put it in a little bowl, you're going to beat it up just a little bit, and then you're going to take that product and you're going to pour it right in your butter and your milk. And then what I want you to do is add a teaspoon of vanilla. Love vanilla. Pour a teaspoon of vanilla, add it to your wet ingredients, and then you're going to go ahead and take your whisk. You're going to mix all those ingredients together till they're blended, just like that. Now you're going to take your dry ingredients and you're going to toss your dry ingredients in as well. Okay. And now you're just going to simply mix it all together. And it doesn't take long before it combines and it becomes a lot thicker. Okay. And it's nice and creamy and rich. And since we've been so good about our entire meal, about making a healthy Thanksgiving dinner, you can splurge just a little bit on the dessert. So you're going to take this batter and you're going to pour it right over all those beautiful berries that you prepared. And then I like to make sure that my oven is preheated to 325 degrees. And you're just going to blend that over the top. And baking is not rocket science. I promise you it's easy and wonderful. You're going to take this product and you're going to go put it in the oven and make it for about 55 minutes. So here is our beautiful Thanksgiving meal, and it didn't take any time at all. I really enjoyed being with you today, and I hope you enjoyed the recipes as well, and you'll give them a try because I'm sure you can make them at home. Now, if you have any recipes at home that you'd like to upgrade just a little bit with fresh olive oils, aged balsamics, bring them into Rafter 11 because we are happy to help you do that. And if you want any of the recipes that we prepared here today, the fall edition of Prescott Woman will have all the recipes that we made, and you can look them up in here. It was a joy to be with you, and we'll see you at Rafter 11 soon.